Hey, hey. Um, so today, if you know me and state of mind, you know that I'm very impulsive. And like I was going to put up today something I did with Real Andrews, who's on General Hospital, and his daughter that's real powerful and intense and sweet. But I was watching a documentary this week called Bully, and I cried throughout it. And a lot of times when I'm watching something, whether it's a documentary, a movie, whatever, I don't know, or if I see something on the street and I start crying or I get moved, I know it's something that I want to put on State of Mind. So that's what I'm talking about. Name of the documentary is Bully. I've always had a problem with bullies. I remember when I was in third grade, there was a bully in there, and I was new to the school, and he kept bullying this kid, and I just didn't like it at all, and it would make me inside. I wanted to punch something. I'm not saying we should be violent or anything, but the bully kept bullying this kid. And one time, which would have been the last time, he went up to the bully and said, "Get off your chair." And the kid didn't, and the bully grabbed him. So I got up and I grabbed the bully and I threw him down, and I was just gonna, and I'll say it again, I'm not saying this is what you should do. But the teacher, his name was Fuentes, I remember. Mr. Fuentes. He told the bully, he said, "Get out of my class, go to the principal's office." And I thought I was going to be in trouble. And he looked at me and he says, "Maurice, thank you. Let's start class." I mean, look, bullies they're just cowards. That's the bottom line. They're just cowards. They pick on people who are scared, who are weak, who won't fight back. And then what ends up happening is, these kids grow up and they can't take it anymore. And a lot of them, or some of them, hurt each other or hurt other people, and then they get blamed. Like this girl in the documentary, she was getting bullied and bullied and bullied, and she couldn't take it anymore. So she took a gun from her mother's house, and she got on the bus, and they were bullying her, but she took the gun out, and she didn't shoot anybody, thank God. And then they were going to give her 44 counts of kidnapping, among other counts. Thank God that she got off. I mean, but it's just not. Watching these kids in this documentary, it's like the pain, the loneliness that you feel. I remember in high school, just imagine what it's like. I can't imagine it. I'm sure many of you can. To sit on a bench every day by yourself, watching all the other kids play, laughing, hugging each other, just having a great time. And you're just sitting there eating your sandwich. I mean, what are you thinking about? How sad that is. I remember when I was one of the most popular, or the most popular kids in high school, and I remember I'd see kids like that, and I'd go up to them, and I'm like, "Hey, buddy, how you doing?" And they'd look at me like, no one's ever done that. And maybe for a day, maybe for an hour, I don't know. Maybe it made them feel different. Oh boy, this one's a little bit, whew. I remember watching the documentary and seeing the kid, one of the lead kids who got bullied a lot. He was walking in the playground and he was like, you know, by himself. I think it was like kind of talking to himself. And I know, and everybody else is playing around him. And he's like, has his hands in his pocket, just walking. And he took his hand out of his pocket, and I noticed that his hand was white. And then I realized that this kid, because the rest of his arm was tan, and I realized that this boy was walking around with his hands in his pocket so much that he had no color in his hands. And then the parents, what they have to deal with, I mean, how do you deal with your boy who's getting beat up? The boy would come home, right, this kid, and sometimes they're mentally hurt, sometimes they're physically hurt, and the parents would look at the boy, and you could see how hard it is. And one daughter, I mean, one of his sisters, looked at him and said, "Well, now I'm going to get picked on because of you." And the father even said, "Yeah, that's going to happen." And the boy's like, "Why? Why are you going to get picked on because of me?" And she looked at him and she said, "Because everybody thinks you look creepy." So the boy left the house, and so how do we end this? How do we fix this? There's a lot of organizations out there that are great. Always call them. Talking to your parents is communicating. Obviously, that's all great. What we're doing right now is great. I think one way to fix it is it should be mandatory that you have a professional bully guy at every school. Somebody who knows all about bullying, and he's always there. And anytime somebody's bullying somebody, he goes over there, and maybe he's a tough-looking guy, maybe he's like Sonny. And he knows how to deal with it. And he knows how to deal with the teachers also, who see this and don't do anything. All right, I think I've been going on for a little bit. There's too much pain in the world. Let's never stop talking about all this. Keep talking. All right. Take it easy.